Hi YouTube, it's Kathy and I'm here to tell you my TBR for the Reindeer Readathon, which is a readathon being hosted all throughout the month of December by my friend Eric. I will leave all of his information down below. It's also being hosted by a couple of other lovely people, so all of the information will be down below. This is also a team sport. There are 4 different teams and you are put on a team at random, so no ganging up on anybody, and so the teams are kind of even, and all of the prompts in this readathon have points. It's pretty easy to remember the prompt names for this readathon because they are named after the reindeer, so Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Comet, Donner, Blitzen, as well as Rudolph, and then also there's a bonus Christmas tree star. The biggest thing to do with the point system is you can't use the same book for multiple prompts. But there was nothing in the rules about not using the same books from a different readathon that you happen to be doing during the month of December, so some of these books are going to sound very familiar if you watch my Queer Lit Readathon TBR. Let's get into it, shall we? First we have Dancer, which is a book under 250 pages, and for this one I'll be reading Sister Outsider by Audre Lorde. I believe this is about 180 pages or something like that, so it definitely fits the bill. Then we have Dancer, a book that has to do with music or dancing, and I will be using Our Bloody Pearl because that book is about sirens and they sing sailors to their deaths. There was also nothing in the rules saying that the books had to be cheery and Christmas based. Oh no. For Prancer, we have a book that has moved around your shelves but you haven't read yet, and for this one I'm going to be reading Semi-Charmed Life. This is a book that's been on my shelf for years. I think I picked it up from a bargain table at the Chapters downtown before it closed, RIP. I mean, it really just moved locations, it didn't close, but I hate the new locations, so I don't go there. Anyway, I quickly scanned the back and it's about this girl who ghostwrites this socialite's blog and then she gets caught up in the lifestyle, and I'll see if I end up enjoying it. It seems interesting, the cover's pretty, that's probably why I picked it up, and it was probably a couple of bucks. For Vixen, we're looking for a strong female character, and I'm just assuming, because I haven't actually read the book and I don't know how strong the female character is going to be, that the main character in Black Iris is going to be fairly strong, because my understanding of the brief synopsis I read and then tried to immediately forget because I don't like knowing anything about my books going into them, is that the main character has a bunch of bad things happen, and I'm assuming perseveres. Hopefully I'm right. For Comet, a book that is going to impact you, or if you can't think of one, a sci-fi. For this one I'm going to be reading Birthday by Meredith Russo. I know that this is about a trans character. Basically all queer stories impact me, so it's gonna fit the bill. For Cupid, you're reading a book with romance, and for this I'm going to use Orpheus Girl, which is about 2 girls that are in love and then are sent to conversion therapy. So it's not the most yay romance thing I could be reading, but it does in fact have romance in it. It is also the group read for the Queer Lit Readathon. For Donner, we are looking for a book with a beautiful cover, and for that one I will finally be reading Wild Beauty because I've been meaning to for so long. For Blitzen, we're meant to read a graphic novel, and funnily enough I need to read one of those as well for Queer Lit Readathon, so Sweet Blue Flowers Volume 1, you're doing some double duty here. For Rudolph, we're looking for a book with a red cover, and for this one I'm going to read The Rules Do Not Apply. This I'm going to be able to get as an audiobook from my library. It is also a memoir of this person who had their life pretty much together, and then the next month basically everything fell apart. And that's all I know at this point, and that's all I want to know because, again, I like to know nothing before I go into my books. The last challenge, the bonus challenge, is Christmas Tree Star, which is to read a book over 500 pages. I was going to be reading this book this month, but I decided to just push it a little bit further down my TBR so I could cover this challenge. I will be reading Crooked Kingdom. I was going to use it to half-assedly participate in Tome Topple, which is happening as I'm recording this video, but no, I'm just gonna push it right into December because I know I'm going to be able to get through it fairly quickly because I really need to know what happens at the end of this duology, and I know because I enjoyed the first book so much that it's going to be very easy to get through the second book. And there you have it! There are the 10 books I'm going to read for the Reindeer Readathon. In case you're also participating and wanted to know, I ended up on the stalking team, so I'm going to be getting them all of the points I can. If you're participating, what team did you end up on and what are you reading? Let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you very soon. Bye!